If you've been keeping up with the news regarding John Cena, he has confirmed that his last match will be by the age of 50. He has mentioned multiple times that he does not want to go past that age, unlike The Rock, who is currently 52. So the clock is ticking, because after intense investigation, I was able to figure out that John Cena is 47. So he hasn't got long left. So this would mean that John Cena probably has maybe one or two final runs left in him. I would assume it would only be one because he does also have Hollywood commitments. So I doubt the last 3 years of his WWE career will be full-time wrestling. I assume he'll be coming in here and there, mainly for a WrestleMania, potentially a SummerSlam or something like that, a big event or a big pay-per-view. But I doubt he'll be full-time for those 3 years. He has shows like Peacemaker, which he is filming or about to film. So we have to bear in mind that this isn't a full-time 3-year schedule of John Cena like we're used to previously. So then we get to the question of who should his last opponent be? Now I understand he will probably have multiple opponents, so it's not like he's just going to face one person. And there are so many options out there. There's people like Randy Orton, who he's got a history with, especially during the PG era, and some could argue it was the greatest rivalry of the PG era. Fun fact about that rivalry, they never had a face-off at WrestleMania, which is quite surprising to hear about. Yes, they did technically compete in the same match at WrestleMania 24, that included Triple H, which was a triple threat match that Randy Orton won, but it's kind of shocking that we never got Randy Orton versus John Cena at WrestleMania, even though they did compete in the same match. I feel like this is the match most people want, but for me, I wouldn't mind this match. I think it could be great. They are both in their 40s now, and it has potential, especially if you were to build it to WrestleMania with all the history they have. There is also Edge, who was a huge rival for John Cena in the Ruthless Aggression era. Edge was a menace back in those days, let's be honest. Now, I highly doubt this match will happen because Edge is with AEW at the moment, and I think he's kind of going to retire there because his good friend Christian is there. So I'm going to have to rule this match out. I doubt it will happen. I think Edge will return to WWE one day, but it won't be as a performer. It'll probably be as a guest or as a backstage person. So this match would have to be ruled out, and I don't think it's a possibility, but I could be wrong. And then there's also The Rock, who had an iconic face-off with John Cena at WrestleMania 40. I really don't want to see this match again at WrestleMania. I feel like it was supposed to be once in a lifetime at WrestleMania 28. It was an amazing match, great crowd, great build-up. And then unfortunately we had to see it again at WrestleMania 29, which kind of ruined the sparkle of it. And I feel like seeing them go again at it for the third time just isn't really what I want to see. So yeah, I'm going to have to rule that match out as well. And Rock is past 50 and John Cena's reaching 50, so this would just not be the match I want to see, to be honest. And then that would leave us with CM Punk, who has miraculously returned to WWE about 6-7 months ago, which no one really expected. People thought he was done with the company, but lo and behold, he has returned. And I truly believe that he should be John Cena's last opponent and also his last run. You could easily build this match up to WrestleMania, and you can do it at WrestleMania 41, 42. I don't know what the plan is. I do know CM Punk was set to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40, which I think will still happen at WrestleMania 41 because they do have history together and it would be a great match. And then maybe you can put John Cena against someone else if he appears for a match or just a quick appearance. And then you also have CM Punk in a rivalry with Drew McIntyre right now, which I highly doubt will last all the way to WrestleMania. I feel like that will be finished probably around SummerSlam where they face off, or a bigger pay-per-view like that, maybe even in Scotland when they come for Clash of the Castle. And as I said at the start of the video, John Cena did say age of 50. So he does have till at least, I believe it is WrestleMania 43 for this match to happen. In my opinion, they just had the best chemistry with each other. I would say they are the best trash talkers or people on the mic of the last 10 to 20 years in the WWE. Their press conference that they had when they were signing for the WWE Championship, I believe it was before SummerSlam, was my favorite press conference, not press conference, but contract signing of all time. Usually I hate those things, they're just boring, they just seem too fake, but that was very, very good. It had John Laurinaitis and Triple H mediating it, and CM Punk was spitting some facts, and John Cena was holding his own as well. So being able to see that dynamic again would just be, it would just be incredible. You also have the Money in the Bank match at 2011, I believe it was in Chicago, of course, CM Punk's hometown, and the crowd was insane. They just were pro CM Punk, anti John Cena, And of course, I don't think we can capture that magic again because I feel like since John Cena has gone part-time, he has won a lot of respect from the fans. Of course, Chicago's still going to love CM Punk regardless. But I don't know, I feel like building this match to a Mania, it would just be the perfect send-off. The two have also multiple times said in public that they respect each other and loved working with each other, and they even risked doing a pile driver during an episode of Raw. For those of you who don't know, the pile driver was a banned move that no one could use for many years. The reason was that Stone Cold Steve Austin was injured by this move when Owen Hart accidentally dropped him incorrectly and gave him a very, very severe neck injury. So you can imagine Vince was probably livid backstage once they came back there because no one was expecting them to do that move. I think it was mainly they did it because they were just kind of had done everything else there was to do. But that was still a great moment, and it was on a random Monday Night Raw, and it was for before WrestleMania 29. I just believe this is the best match you can go for. Like I said, the build up would be amazing. And let's be real, if John Cena was to face Edge, Randy Orton, or The Rock, or even CM Punk, it's not going to be a 5-star in ring classic. The guys are way past their prime. So for me, what I would want is great build up and great in ring presence. That's all we would need, and I think the best you get out of that is CM Punk. Like I said before, I know everyone wants Randy Orton, but for me, I don't know. I don't think John Cena and Randy Orton ever put on a match where I was blown away. And I'm not saying they couldn't do it, they definitely could because they're both talented and veterans in this business. But for me, John Cena versus CM Punk just brings that classic feeling. There is also something else I want to mention. I also have a great idea of, well, I believe it's a great idea, of John Cena going heel and facing Cody Rhodes. I doubt they'll do this stage in John Cena's career. I know he did push to be a heel in the Rock feud, but Vince obviously shut that down. With Vince not there anymore, maybe John Cena could pitch it. I think that would be a great match. But if John Cena is going to remain the face, I would love for him to face CM Punk. And you wouldn't even really need to turn CM Punk heel. You could just leave him as a face as well and just have it be face v face. A great send off to both of them because I know CM Punk is also getting up there in age. But I feel like CM Punk is still younger than Cena, so he might have a couple years extra left in him. But me, that's the route I would want to go. I think it's the best possible route they can go. CM Punk versus John Cena, WrestleMania, any one of them. Let me know what you think. Who should he face last? I know, as I said, Randy Orton is the most popular option, but for me, it should be CM Punk due to their in-ring chemistry and both their trash talk. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe.